Welcome to the Cotswolds in the not so sunny UK, where yesterday it was chucking down with rain, but today we've got some nice weather, it's nice and crisp, and we're here with the brand new Aston Martin DB11. You may already have seen this car, it's been out for a little while now, but not many on the roads of the Middle East yet, so we've come over basically to here to give it a good try. Got V12, 5.2 litre, twin turbo, 600 horsepower, 700 newton meters of torque, so it's got everything you would expect from an Aston, but we've got a lot of new stuff because, as you may know, Aston have teamed up now with AMG, so we've got a whole new raft of electronic aids, decent sat nav, everything inside has now changed. So you've got things like got cylinder deactivation, you've got stop start technology, all the things that perhaps were a little bit missing from previous models. This has all got. It's also an entirely new structure of a car, so forget what you knew from before. Everything on this car basically is new. So got this beautiful clamshell bonnet. It's actually the biggest one in the industry. It's actually a one piece of aluminium pressed, which is quite impressive if you consider the curves on this as well. But it's also, they've kept the kind of luxury touches up as well. So you've got an actual metal front grille on here. It's not plastic coated like a lot of the manufacturers do. But there's a lot of clever stuff as well. So you've got the side vents, these famous Aston side vents here, that before actually took air from the engine. Now they don't. They actually take air out of the wheel arch. So they're helping to sort of stabilise all that airflow around this area here, hold the car down, etc. At the back, it gets even more clever because they're actually taking air down here, taking it in through the car and bringing it out here at the rear. And because it's coming up like this, it's meeting the air coming over the top of the car and creating an almost invisible wing on the back of the car. That sort of aero technology, you know, we're talking sort of Formula One style technology here. This is new, uncharted territory really for Aston. So it's got an achingly beautiful interior, beautiful dimensions. It's actually slightly bigger than the outgoing DB9. It's also lighter and stiffer as well with a bonded aluminium chassis. So huge changes. This is the start of a kind of new era, I suppose, for Aston Martin. So it feels different, it drives different. Yes, there's the German touches in there as well, but it hasn't detracted from what is essentially, you know, a completely new Aston Martin. So we're going to take it for a drive, and we're going to let you know how it drives on the road, how it feels, and how that influence from AMG has come along as well. So, okay, so here we are. We're inside the new DB11. The interior on this car is it's quite a departure actually from the normal Aston interior you'd be used to. It's very sleek, lots of little touch buttons and stuff. You still can see the park, reverse, neutral, drive buttons. That's the only bit that you'd be familiar with from an Aston of old, I suppose. But it just feels really nice. It's really nicely bolted together. Lovely steering wheel. All the controls, most of the controls are basically now on the steering wheel, so you can control everything from here. So it's just lovely. I mean, everything's very tactile. You've got the only things here that would give away the Mercedes influence, I suppose, the AMG influence, if you will, on the car are the touchpad and the wheel down here for choosing things on the menu up here on the big screen, and the stalks here. Everything else is very, very Aston. It's still very tactile, lovely, beautiful leather as well. You can't really, obviously you can't see the beautiful seats and the headlining, which are got quite a lot of really nice stitching in them as well. So, but the best thing you can do on this car, and I'll demonstrate, is to put the drive mode from GT through Sport and into Sport Plus, which opens all the valves on the exhaust. And then what you do is you press this little button here, which opens the window like that, and then you do this. And that's the best thing you can do in an Aston Martin, because it sounds glorious. It doesn't, although obviously it's a Mercedes-derived engine in a sense, it doesn't have that same thumping soundtrack that the Mercedes have. It's a much more refined Aston Martin style, sound to it. So yeah, it's great. I mean, and the great thing about it is it really handles as well. I mean, on these beautiful roads here in the Cotswolds, you can sweep into corners. It's very, very stable. and the addition of it now being, you know, having the twin turbos on it, it's instant. It's not lazy. I found the Rapide and the DB9 a little bit lazy in that it takes time for the power to come in. In this, it's instant like that. You hit it and off you go. So this, I was really worried about this car because Aston, I've been known for criticising Aston in the past, but to be honest, I was really hoping that this car would be good, and thankfully it's excellent. And that road was so good that I'm turning around and I'm going to go and do it all over again.